Howdy, this is Blue Otter, and today we're playing Jurassic World Evolution 3. We are currently in the Chinese level, and we're working on getting this one out. There should be coming back soon, and as soon as I can get this up to 70, we'll then work on this Mamachisaurus, which I found it. And then we're still having issues with a number of cohabitating species. And we also need path is having some issues. So yeah, width is, we want medium. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pause this real quick and I'm going to redo all this pathing because this is it's having issues and people are complaining, and that's resulting in bad ratings. Normally I'd be like, I don't care, but since it's negatively affecting my ability to function in this park. Okay, so now we're going to continue this. We're going to go to medium. Let's see if we can do right here. We can go to maybe, can we align it to maybe say here? That's hopefully going to be better. Have that. Does this need... My dog is barking at something. Hold on. I need to delete that section. No, I did not mean to okay, whatever. I've got another hotel over here. All right, we're going to do that. Move this around so it's rotating. I want to kind of have this back a little bit, but on the other hand, I think I had this where that was fitting snugly right there. Okay, I know. There's no connection to the... I'm working on it. All right, so we're going to connect here. Go there. And we're going to see if we can possibly... Okay, well, that's showing a little bit more green, but that might be... So that, okay, let's do management view. Shelter, restrooms. Mini coverage, we're good. Transport, guest crowding. This doesn't have a path. Now it does. Okay, so we need to do a guest restroom, which we're going to actually put back here. And move this in just as far as we can. I'm kind of wanting to try to get this close, but of course that's the problem that I had last time. Why we had to do this is because everything was so close. Now we can just put this out here, and this goes right there. Then we also need a shelter. So, is that operations? No. Is that guess? Emergency shelter. We're gonna put the shelter, I think, like right here. Okay, now that's fine. We can just leave that if it runs out. Let's then put a path. We need to delete that path and a second path there. There we go. Okay. You gotta give it a little bit of time to get in and settle in. Why are y'all coming all the way over here? Hey. No, no, there's... Yep. My dinosaurs figured out how to get out. You know what? And what did we learn from this? Other than the fact that you were part Terminator, because you just went through bars. You just went through electrified bars. What I want is, can we do rock? You know what? If we do mountain. There, maybe that will make it inaccessible. Now I need to check over. Yeah. Now I need to go check on this side, make sure that they're not getting out over here. Because this is honestly just wishful thinking that they're staying inside. Okay, did I... Okay, yeah, they want... We're gonna do that. Can we all... Is that all we can get? That is all we can get. Okay, genetic specialist. Generalist. And you. All right, let's see if guest crowding. It is crowded right here. Let's just put that there for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, our restroom is now open to use for whenever nature calls.
I really need to, can we do, no, I need to be able to print this back here. And I need to be able to move this also back here. I know, and then people are going to complain because they can't access it. What I'm trying to do... And that's still... It's still too busy. We could do, I mean, we could do another one. Can we just get that little tiny bit? Yeah. Okay, this one we're going to, for right now, we're going to deactivate. And this one we're going to also deactivate. Make sure... Actually, you know what? We do this. It doesn't draw power, so there's no reason to deactivate it.
Power will be back soon.
And you know what I need then is I need... Build a functioning tour ride through your park. I've got that one. Oh, build any functioning tour ride. Maintenance post.
Fuel incoming. No problem.
There we go. Yeah, these guys keep trying to get out. Now they're teaching this one to be a delinquent. Visible dinosaurs 5. Can we still do the ride park tour? It's an interactive CD-ROM. See, and over there somewhere, I've got... There's a nest. Okay, so they've just laid an egg in one of those nest areas. Do we have any more fossils? All right, let's start this. This is going to be geneticists. Okay, I need... You know what? He's going to be just on his own. Okay, so... Well, I guess I'm waiting for him to be done.
Getting refueled.
We're just going to remove this. We'll just go small just because that's what we're going to put right there. Yeah, okay, what's the issue that's being reported? Species target, I know we're nowhere near that. Path capacity is better. Build any functioning tour ride. Let's go to attractions. Just out of curiosity. Okay, I think I saw how that works. Yeah, they're still crowded. I can't help you. Provides dinosaur visibility for park guests. The dinosaurs only appeal to guests if they have been recently visible. Best for large carnivores. An encounter that allows guests to feed and interact with small and medium-sized herbivores. Best for small herbivores. Okay. We can try this one again. Can only have one station. Let's put this like right here. No, hold on. Move. I completely didn't see which way was the correct way. We'll do like that. Okay. Now we're going to edit park tour. Okay, there's that. Okay, maybe I just didn't have it. Okay, we're going to do medium.
Topping up generator.
Ladies and gentlemen, take to the skies and marvel at the sights with our newly opened balloon tour.
All right, we can turn that into, yeah, we got Jurassic Park. So yeah, so this will come out. They're going to go around here and then they're going to fly around here a little bit and then come right back. Okay, now we've got that. Let's do expedition map to here. Now I want faster expeditions. Logistical specialist, and I'm gonna have to let those two handle it. That was way more expensive than I was thinking it was gonna be. Now we need to synthesize, and we're gonna get this guy. Modify the genome. Yeah, we'll do fallback. No, we'll do that one. Great Sandy Desert. No, we'll have. Yeah, we'll just keep that there. All right. Save and exit. Begin task. I like that I appreciate that the colors are not. Okay. Faster incubation. That should be good. Let's see if we have. Instant her, and that will help speed it up. Batch size 1 egg. Do an attraction. What if I do? So we gotta flip this around. Okay, now we can do a path here. To there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing platform, ready for you to gain an elevated view of our wonderful dinosaurs.
I am going to go over here. We're gonna make there, just some rocks there. Let's see what the view looks like.
Will be automatically selected and displayed for you.
Oh, that's cool.
Touch the area.
Oh, we're about to be able to find out. We're gonna select the egg. Okay, oh, I was like, we got a girl. Okay, scientist busy. So I don't know if that means that we are going to be able to do that. I could, but it would require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see if... Can we train you? For one more for welfare? Okay, because now I should be able to select eggs. Begin incubation. So we have... I'm gonna do my... Well, no, my genetic specialist. Okay, so it's my welfare. So I have 9. That, and then we'll do... you. They're fixing a need to start going into and take some rest. In fact, I think that's what I'm gonna do is while I've got some downtime. So like this one is unassigned. I'm gonna let them rest. This one is unassigned. I'm gonna let them rest. All my scientists are busy. That's fine. Can't breed. Increase. Why are you... There's literally a pond right there. Increase comfort. Juvenile comfort. Unhappy child. Missing water. There is literally water right there. Now he's thriving. Okay, are you gonna be... You're happy now. Okay, could you, like, not lie on something red? Because that looked like you were bleeding. Yeah, and this is after they come all the way down, then they come up here, and they got to get back up, and there's this little tiny trail that they can go up here, and then they got to go back around and over. Higher revenue. Yeah, I don't think I could do that. We could do immediate coverage. I don't know when the next time I'm going to do an expedition. Although, no, I'll be doing that because I'll need to get more for that Mamenchisaurus. Yeah, it's been alleviated. I just have a couple of choke points at least. But I've got to have my scientist back, so this one has to be done. And I set my other two on rest. That is adorable. There's something about like in here we're supposed to be able to, we could ride the park tour, we could do manual control. One vehicle per 100 meters. Okay, so you could do up to one every 50. Well, yeah. Clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay. I like that. So you can choose which side it comes out of. There. Incubation is complete.
Stand by.
That's big. Wow. All right, let's see. Oh, because he's right on the edge. 5 environmental issues. Okay, what's our deal? Provocation just come. Yeah, you just don't like anything. Dislike sauropod. You don't like. Like literally everything else except for. You suck. Okay. We get to. I get it. Let's capture him. Add task.
Topping up generator.
Incoming asset ID.
Okay, let's go in and we're going to. We don't need this. And we're gonna make this into larger. I'm gonna go in and just, there we go. Okay, we're gonna include that here. All right, transport you over here.
Collect an asset.
Enclosures. We're gonna go back and do this again because I can. All right, so this
Asset has been collected.
is really simple because this is there we go. To there and like so. Okay, so that's that. We're gonna move this.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel.
Right
Respond.
here. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, after an unexpected outage,
Okay, add the ranger team to.
thank you for your patience and understanding.
Asset has been transported.
Okay, now what environmental issues do you have because you did not like being with the Apatosaurus? Tall fiber, okay.
Getting the generator back up.
Okay, and then we need tall fruit. Actually, hold on. Yeah, no, that's like right in the middle of path. So we could do, no, that's grassland, marshland. There we go. All right, you're happy. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. remove all of that. Okay. Now we're going to do medium. Okay, let's do right. Hold on, did I want right here? There we go. I know I probably should do roundabout. Let's see if I can do roundabout.
Power will be back soon.
I mean, that's not a perfect circle, but that's good enough. Good enough for me. Let's activate and activate. For guests, we're gonna add another restroom over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our restroom is now open to use for whenever nature calls.
We could always do like a remote. All right. Because this is just viewing this guy. You know, can we get him a buddy? Does he need a buddy? I need 6 for that. Seriously? We could do genetic specialist and 1. Start task.
Commencing synthesis.
I need to send Fry on rest. And over here we can synthesize a... No, we can't. So I need to go to fossils. We'll do this one. We'll send her to do this one. Actually, yeah, we could do that. Then it'll only take like 90 seconds. Well, it'll only take about a minute and a half. So if I get 1 egg, I'll do a male. If I get multiple eggs, then I'll do a male and a female. I know they say like giants, but what else? I feel like I'm stuck in the mindset of I need to only be doing the dinosaurs that are here. This is what I need is I need 3 cohabitating species. That's expensive. What else do we have? Gallimimus. I think this one was one of the... the contracts. Dimorphodon, which technically isn't one. I guess that one's done. You know, maybe if I get some different food items. We'll do that one, and then for guests, we'll also do a drink. Right there. Did we hold on. That's not the one I wanted to build.
Incubation personnel.
I wanted this one, but I wanted it to be there. Much better. Okay, there we go. That might help. Accommodation rating. Visible dinosaurs. Oh, because they probably can't see anything over there. We're gonna select the egg. Oh, we got one. So we can do a male this time. Short-lived. Details. Minus 20% life expectancy. And I need another. You know, I didn't trust that one anyway. Let's do you instead.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
I mean, it's gonna be shorter life expectancy, so it's non-reversible. Are you sure you will not receive a I'm really not, but if it's shorter life expectancy, you know, let's maybe just... I already selected it to be a male. Oh, select eggs. Hold on. I can do this as a girl.
Generator just needs some fuel.
Do I have... I do have this one. I need 9. Well, I know I need 2 more geneticists. Okay. And I just saw that they have the pronunciation guides on there. That's awesome. Okay, so if we do geneticists, you're a generalist. Here's my geneticist specialist. Unavailable during task. Training point. Oh, because they're doing that. You know what? I'm gonna send her to rest. I do need to have her trained more, though. Fry is faster incubation. Okay, so what do I need again for this one? I just need 9. I think I can do that. Yeah, it's just because my scientists are busy. Doing what? I don't know, but... Okay, we are starting to get people moving around and about. We have some scenery items that we can do. A lot of modular stuff that we can do. Oh, blueprint. Oh, there's where the rocks are. Now that is a rock. Oh, here we go. Okay, so here, let's select the eggs. This one, large appetite, sickly. Plus 20% health loss while disease. 80% chance of catching a disease. What the heck? No, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather take the short-lived. Okay, let's just go male. Scientist busy. Where are my scientists working?
Generator will be running soon.
One issue report. I know they want to they want them to cohabitate. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Give coverage.
Power will be back soon.
Let's do a guest medium gift shop. Okay, that should hopefully help. Scientist busy. I don't understand with what though. I mean, fossils. I only have one unavailable. Okay, maybe because she's on a break. Let's do genetic specialist. See if we can get this down. Okay. Down to a minute. I think that's what it is I let the person go on break that I needed. Okay, they're almost okay, she's almost done. We should be able to do this quickly. Okay, that's the extraction. And we just got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay. We're gonna select this egg. We're gonna begin, and I need you, and you. 4 minutes. Wow. Okay.
Synthesis procedure.
Do we have any benches? I mean, these people, like, they're wandering around and there's like no place to sit. Do we have bench? We do. I like that one. Nah. This one's cool. That's like a bleacher. Kind of surprised there's not like something that's dinosaur themed. All right, so for this one, let's change the product. Let's go with hats. We'll do some bean bags, a play area, and some TVs. Change product, we'll do hot chocolate with a claw machine and a statue. Be like an ice sculpture is what I'm thinking. Change product here, we'll do ice cream. Sounds really good. We'll do burger and fries, booth seating, and a fossil display. You know what? It just dawned on me that these probably had... Can we... No. Can we possibly change Where it looks like no. Fine. It's fine. Okay, can we do fossils? Do we have any more of these? Okay, that's just other stuff. That's fine. We can just leave that there. Okay, this one. The Mamachinosaurus. They're busy. Okay, I only need 9. Yeah, we could do that. Let's go ahead and speed this up. At least I'm making a bit of a profit. Okay, we're going to release. And this is the boy. That coloration. I would say live long and prosper, but have babies before you croak. Save me $500,000. That is a big boy. All right, and we're gonna do over here. We can synthesize. We'll come over here to, where is it? This one. Begin task. All right. Faster incubation. Geneticist. You. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, we'll do that. 2 minutes. Yeah, we can do this.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
Looks like we're gonna have 1. Of course, there are environmental issues. Oh, because he's still getting out. Missing tall fruit. How about... Did you look around? Did you see if there was tall fruit before you start complaining? All right, we got 1 minute left on that one. Where is my yeesh? Yeah, spacious is not a word I would use to describe that. Or there. I could probably take this and go over here. And then go over to here. And that gives another route. I don't want to go too much into... Okay, so if we do research for guests, achieve entertainment reputation 45. Okay, so we're gonna have to do that. There's this monorail. Monorails improve transport rating by reducing the distance guests have to arrival point from the arrival point to destination. I could see doing that, but we're gonna hold on that. Operations, staff center 2. Power to gain access to persistent generation of power and the infrastructure to spread it around the site. There's our substations. I always hated those. Increase power upgrade. Wider ranging power sources. And increase more power upgrades. Fossil upgrades. Okay. Speed things along. We're just waiting on this guy to finish. Right, here we go. And let's, oh wait, we gotta select the egg. Large appetite, thirsty. But he's humble. I will do a girl. Begin incubation. That's gonna have to be everyone. Do I have enough to do this one? Yes, I do. Just barely. We're gonna do you. And then Shafi's gonna have to go take a break.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
Nest preferences. Okay, well, they've got the nest preferences. Oh, are you gonna go to sleep? You're gonna go to sleep? That is so adorable. I believe you can turn off some of these functions, like being able to see stuff. Oh, he was ready to get up. Okay, he just got ants in his pants. He doesn't know. A power source has matured. What would be cool is if you have this open like here, and then you basically allow them to go and just kind of go wherever, but have the tours. That's what I would have always done. Is there we are in the Jurassic World in the book. You have the central location that is basically, you reinforce that area and let the animals just have at the island. All right, let's go through. We're going to release the Mami Chi source. I know it's got a pronunciation guide. Now we're finally going to have two species that are cohabitating. I want to see if this guy also wants to be with sauropods. He is big. All right, research available.
Dinosaurs so far, and that's not a bad thing for a sanctuary. We can't neglect our guests though. So let's make sure they're happy.
Yeah.
Not every guest wants their paleo day out to involve a hike. We need a
Cover.
solid transport setup to keep guests comfortable and their minds and wallets open to what we have to offer. Now, simply put, anything that gets guests from A to B will improve our transport rating. A monorail is the classic choice, but tours can also improve our transport rating as long as there are 2 tour buildings on the route.
Oh, yeah, everybody loves a tour, at least until the power goes out, the storm rolls in, and the dinosaurs disappear from their enclosures.
I'm picking up some internalized trauma from Malcolm. Just a hint of trauma. that good? Cohabitation. All right, I know you don't like sauropods either. Yeah, they look like they're fixing to have a fight or a disagreement. Can't breed, increased comfort. They are exchanging words. Okay, I'll make another habitat for...
The generator backup.
He just doesn't want to be with sauropods. Nobody wants to be with each other. It's like a freaking family reunion where nobody wants to talk to each other. Okay, let's... Okay, well, I can't... Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to be able to do a bridge to get over there, so... I'm gonna have to just do this. Do over to here. Yeah. And actually, let's do from here over to here. And then we can just like delete that corner. And then it's not that really awful corner. We'll put in a gate over here. And a gate over here. And where is facility response capture team? Add task. You're fine. Yeah, cohabitating species. Okay. Okay, so they're gonna go over there. Which means we're going to need... Ranger Team 1. And we're going to transport this guy over here.
To collect the asset.
Oh, okay. So what do you want to be with? Who do you want to be with? Ankylodochus, okay. Ceratopsid, Ankylosaurid. Okay, I mean, I could see if I've got... I don't think I have any of those. This is... info. Do you mind being with... Because I believe this is a ceratopsid. Yeah, ceratopsid. Okay. Yeah, we could do... Yeah, let's just do a couple of these. Let's do a handful of these. Let's get you and you. That should be... Actually, hold on. Let's just have you do it by yourself.
Commencing
Okay. Scientists, you go take a rest. You also go take a rest, and you also take a rest. So I can regret that decision later. Okay. Not the ride. I want to see, who do you get along with? Brachiosaurs. So, okay, you would also get along with Ceratopsid. Okay. Okay, okay. So I need to go spend out some expeditions. To get... Here's a Brachiosaur and a Diplodocus. Let's do that one. We can do logistics. And you... Yeah, that'll make a little bit. Alright, let's get this guy all happy. Probably need to have a little bit more water. Have a little bit of a... Okay. Yeah, I know. 2 environmental issues, but looking for food. Tall leaf. Hold on. We're gonna backtrack that. Oh, okay. Tall leaf. See. Go. I like to also kind of do this where it's kind of mixed in a little bit. New dinosaur eggs have been found. Okay. Perfect. Fibrous low plants. Are you happy? You should be. You're hungry. Go eat. All right. Let's go back over here and check. Select eggs. Hold on. Batch size is 4. Oh, we only had 2. All my scientists are busy. So we'll continue that next time. Everyone's gonna get a ceratopsid. All right. Thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day, and see you next time.